Yo, what's going on, gang? Today we're going to talk about the idea of clarity through removal. Again, this is another amazing topic that I learned from, you already know, that man Wes Watson. And pretty much, man, it's just like everything that was in my life that, man, let's just start with the weed, bro. It's always going to come back to the weed, man. I would smoke that goddamn weed all the goddamn time, bro. And without knowing, I was motherfucking just unsure of able to see anything. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't feel the universe as it tried to talk to me. You know, the universe is always going to talk to us just through our feelings. You know what I'm saying? Through our feelings and intuition, which is a very, very, very subtle language that if you are not 100% dialed in with it and listening, then you're not going to be able to understand it. So, you know what I'm saying? Just what I've noticed in my life is like, you know, I've even gotten rid of the weed in certain times where it's like I've gotten rid of it for small periods and like still wasn't able to truly tune in to my intuition because I wasn't listening. I wasn't really trying to, you know what I'm saying? You have to really want to fucking listen, but it's gonna tell you what to get rid of and it's gonna tell you how you need to live, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, from the main reason that I wanted to make this video is because I've read so many books. Like I've read How to Outwit the Devil, I've read As a Man Thinketh, you know what I'm saying? I've read Tao Te Ching, you know what I'm saying? I've read Bhagavad Gita, you know, some of the Bible, like all of these holy philosophical texts that are staples when it comes to like, you know, trying to get your mind right. Plenty more, you know, Think and Grow Rich, I read Neville Goddard for a long time, you know, Power of Awareness, you know, I read, I'm just trying to say this to put it in perspective of like all these different books that there are on the subject of like how to control your mind and how to get what you want through your mind and your thoughts and your actions. And it's like, that's all great and all, like of course you gotta take the right actions, I'm never gonna be against that, but this is the punchline, like, until you get rid of everything that is stopping you from clarity, then you're fucked. Like it don't matter how many good actions you take, like you're always gonna be fighting an uphill fucking battle, you know? Like when I was smoking that weed, it didn't matter that I worked out every day and I was swole and I had a couple jobs as fitness coaches. You know, I was a fitness coach at Orange Theory and Title Boxing. And you know, the money was just bland, you know what I'm saying? It was just I was still barely scraping by, you know what I'm saying? And I was smoking weed and I was eating mushrooms and I was teaching classes and I was swole as fuck. And it's like the full package always eluded me. Just like there are people who go to work every day but come home and drink, and it's like, okay, they got the finances, but their body's fucked up and their mind's fucked up and their relationship's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't have the full package without the removal, you know, without the fucking removal of just vices. Of course, it's always just removing the vices, you know what I'm saying? And you know, the main reason that I make these videos is because I can reach a certain target demographic that, you know what I'm saying, the people who taught me can't. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's certain people that I'm gonna be able to get through to just based on the way that I talk, my cadence, my rhythm, the way that I speak, the way that I go about things. I'll be able to reach a certain amount of people that, you know, my mentor can't reach. So that's why it's okay for me to kind of repeat the same message based on the way that I've seen it affect me in my life, you know, and I'm not just speaking from, oh, this is what this person said, so I'm gonna just repeat it. Nah, I'm speaking from, I live this shit, man. I fucking live this shit, bro. Like, you know, my most recent one was I had to really remove the extra sleep. Like, I'm a glutton when it comes to sleep. Like my body, I'm ripped, relatively swole. I'm getting back to where I was. You know, and it's just the fucking sleep. You know, it's the sleep. Like my finances are decent, I'm paying the bills, but man, I really want to get richer. You know, and that's gonna come from education. And again, education and working my fucking ass off. But again, sleep was stopping me from having the motivation that I needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I get my full amount of sleep, it would bring on laziness and apathy. And I had to just sit with it for a day. You know what I'm saying? There was a day where it was just like I had no productivity and just had to sit there and be like, this is what I'm asking for when I sleep too much. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, I'm gonna say it every time because I don't know too many people who have dealt with the problem of weed as much as I have, where it's like, because weed is such a thing where you do it and you feel good and it's fine, and like you're not shooting no one, you're chilling, you know, world peace, etc., etc. But it's like just the fact that it takes away that drive, that fucking hunger to go hit the gym, you know. And even if you do hit the gym on weed, you could hit it harder without it. And then your thinking processes are different. Like, you can't say that you think the same when you're on weed as when you're off weed. And then, last but not least, that clarity, bro. That fucking clarity is everything. The clarity to be able to hear your intuition and know what it's asking you to do. Like, for me, with this sleep shit, it wasn't just, oh yeah, stop sleeping so much and you're good. It was like, no, not only did I have to stop to sleep, but when it came time to wake up, I needed to motivate myself. You know what I'm saying? I needed to motivate myself. I need to say, I'm hungry for this life, man. This is what I want. This is what I desire. This means everything to me. I want this life, man. I want to turn it around. You know, between me and you, even though this life fucking sucks because it's not what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got an apartment, but it's not the best. I've got a car, but it's not the best. I want the best shit. I want to pull up in a nice ass whip to a nice ass house. You know what I'm saying? To a bad bitch that fucking loves me and adores me. And it's like, since I don't have that right now, sure, I could say life fucking sucks, but it's like, I'm never gonna get there until I take full ownership and responsibility and mastery over what I've got going right now, you know? So, I'm happy. I want this life. I'm fuck happy. I want this life, man. I want to make it better. Every single day I'm gonna wake up early and give it my all and push past the pain to fucking get everything that I want and withhold the sleep because it's what I need, man. And I can only tell that because I removed the weed. You know what I'm saying? I removed chasing love from these women. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to find any type of happiness through a woman's love anymore. You know, I removed the bad influences. You know what I'm saying? I don't even keep bad friends around. I hardly have any friends. You know what I'm saying? I really just listen to positivity and work out and make music and make these videos and journal and read and study to get a better job and talk to my family who I love, you know, the people in my family who I love, and like, that's it, man. You know, I got rid of the alcohol and then just now I got rid of the sleep, and it's like my clarity is through the roof. It's like I know exactly how I need to talk to myself and exactly what I need to do. You know, the next thing that's on me to get rid of is like that last video, which is whenever I'm in sadness or regret, like any moment that I feel where it's like I regret something or I'm sad about the way that something went is a waste, and I have to be able to move out of that into the next positive action, positive thought as fast as possible, because that's the only way that I'm gonna be able to survive and keep my shit pushing. But again, this all only came because of clarity, bro, because of the process of removal. And like I said, man, I've read all the books. I read the Bhagavad Gita, you know what I'm saying? I read As a Man Thinketh. I read How to Outwit the Devil. I read Think and Grow Rich. I read all of these other fucking books. And it's like, all these books on controlling the mind, you know, how to control the mind and get what you want. And it was only West that really said, like, you have to remove everything that's in the fucking way. And it wasn't until I slowly just started peeling back layers from removing this, removing that, removing this, removing that, to where it was like, okay, now I can actually take the fucking actions that, you know, not only I can take the actions, but I have the drive and the fucking